You're listening to the Psychic Coffee Shop Podcast Network.
Good evening and welcome to the Psychic Coffee Shop. I'm sorry we're late. It seems the podcast network wants to be a little bit of a problem when it comes to technical stuff. No big deal. We rock on. It's been an interesting day today. You know, we got Pelosi finally standing up and realizing that, yes, she is the Speaker of the House. Act like one. Putting him on notice. I'm liking this quote from her about his insults. I'm done with him. This really is how you have to be with some people. You cannot keep dragging them along, trying to please them, trying to make things work. Sometimes you just have to be done with people. For ages now, I've said, fire people. Fire them in your life if they're not giving you one. The job isn't what you want. Fire it, not yourself. Change you. You do not have to accept people's bad behaviors. We saw this, and we're seeing it more and more. People finally waking up and going, no, I'm done with you. No, I'm done with this situation. Nope, I'm not going to get closure, so I'm moving on. You have to allow yourself to make those changes. We're seeing a lot of that with this Pluto in retrograde, and we got Jupiter really close up in view. If you want to see Jupiter with your natural eye, you actually technically step outside, look at the sky, and you can see Jupiter. With a base telescope, you can see Jupiter and a few of its moons. You know, one of our friends to the show, Wendy Williams, is going through a divorce, and she's finally letting it out. And all this stuff going on after the divorce and all this other stuff, people are just dragging her. You've been reading page 6. She did show up in L.A. during her vacation and letting things spin there, which is good. And different things are going on. We're seeing a lot of things go on, and they're going on. Things are breaking apart. Things are changing. But they're changing for reasons. People are growing. People are waking up. And, getting more mindful. They're starting to pay attention to their goals more. I think that we're starting to see a lot of new hope. A lot of people's rights are starting to be emphasized. A lot of people are starting to stand up and going, no, we're not taking this. We're not taking this. Behavior, we're not taking this, oh, you need to be silent because you're a minority. And I'm like, about time. So, different things are going through. What's interesting is we've now had a 4.4 earthquake, too, hit the Cleveland area. Cleveland, I hope you're okay. Maybe a lot of you guys, probably have gotten not used to having earthquakes in you. We will be taking calls here in a few moments. And we're going to take calls mostly for a little while here. If you listen to me over on Messengers of Light, you heard that, I got sick last week. It's my fault. I got the psychic flu. Do 200 things at once and you'll get tired, and then you keep going, and then your body's going to react and go, enough. So let's take a look here, and let's start taking some calls, shall we? And we'll take the calls until either the top of the hour or we run out of calls. One of the two. So here we go at 775-775. You're on the air. 775. Once. 775 twice. Okay. Moving on. Let's go to 406. 406, you're on the air. 406. Okay. Let's go to 646. 646, you're on the air.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for taking my call.
Not a problem, honey. Who I've got?
I'm sorry, I'm Diane.
Hi, Diane. How can I help you tonight, hon?
So, how do I start? It's relationship. And
what do you want to know, honey?
Yes, there's a gentleman that we used to be together. We're no longer together. However, I would be walking, doing the dishes. Out of nowhere, he pops up. Like at the beginning of our breakup, he would come in my dreams, and it would just be a little bit obnoxious.
Right.
But no.
And that's a dual thing. One, yes, there's still energy connections there, and you do have a level of empathism, so yeah, you're picking up on him. But your brain's trying to figure out what to do with it.
Right.
Like, what do I do with the file? You know, you didn't close it out. It's just laying here taking up your thinking spot. All right, let's see what's here. Do you want this? Do you want us to do with this? Do I delete it? Do I need to play teach just like the man you passed on the street 3 weeks ago? What your subconscious is like. So you can take that energy and do one or two things. You can either, send it his way and let your brain go through that thinking process. And, yeah, that was kind of nice. I'd like to talk to him again. Or you can go, no, I don't want that. You can delete that. I'm more interested in whatever one of the three goals you're working at is. Because I feel communication in about 3 weeks, but it's a choice point.
Oh, well, believe it or not, I did not want anything to do with him. But now, for some reason, it's just like, okay, what's going on? And I'm like, it's like I'm going against what I was originally doing. And this is, I don't know what to do with this, if that makes sense.
Well, here's a question. When you're watching a TV show and a commercial comes on, do you watch the commercial or and go by the product, or do you look at it and go, nah, I don't want that?
Nah, I don't want that.
That's what you do with this. Because all it is your brain filling up time.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Our brain are designed really to just keep things in order. Our subconscious is processing our emotions. Our conscious are processing our tactical activities. Something pops in your mind. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to deal with it. Think about something different. Throw on some music. All right, let's go to 904. 904, you're on the air.
Hi, Aeson. How are you tonight? My name's
Good.
Patty.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Just hanging out, chilling. I just wanted to see if you see anything coming up for work. I lost a job recently, and I've applied for a couple of positions. One wasn't hiring right now, and I sent a resume out a couple nights ago for a marketing position, which I used to do. And I got a few other things to follow through with, and let's see if you see something happening.
Which one's the big company?
Well, there's one that's a resort that I applied to for marketing. They're kind of a big company. The other one was a floral job.
No, you ain't going to work in flowers, son. You ain't going to work in flowers. I feel like you'll probably go to work for the marketing company.
You think they'll get in touch with me soon?
Yes, I'd say probably within about 2 weeks. When you go to the interview, I want you to go a little early. so you can kind of get yourself a little familiar and calm down.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
They're going to call you in about 2 weeks for an interview.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And I want you to go, but I want you to go early so that you can kind of calm down, get your head together, know where you're at. Don't be flustered when you walk into it.
Okay.
Okay?
So just hanging in for a couple of weeks? Because I really need to, get to work. So I want to make sure that
you don't know, honey. You ain't got much time here. I wouldn't classify this as you ain't got much time off. I would barely even classify it as a vacation when you get back to work. So take your time and streamline stuff now.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I'll get my
You're welcome.
ducks in a row here. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice.
Great day, Harlan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to take a break and see if more callers come in. If not, we'll end the episode there.
Do you like a little more grrr with your coffee? Then tune in to Mountain Bears here on Blog Talk on Friday nights at 9 p.m. for the latest in LGBT topics, current events, and technology. Every Friday night we'll be here. Join us as the Mountain Bears explore these topics and more.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Hi, welcome, relax, have a cup of your favorite topics with your host Aeson Knight. There's nothing like a good conversation to warm your soul and give your spirit a break now and then. Aeson have such a wonderful way of exploring topics like psychic phenomena, important topics in our daily lives from a psychic's point of view, and you never know who else will stop by. Live on Blog Talk Radio. So come on in. We made a fresh cup of Java just for you.
Hi, I'm Rain.
And this is Raven Wind, and we're the Feather and Bone Podcast, two witches talking about everything witchy and nothing at all. We consider ourselves to be energy-based spiritualists, non-traditionalists, and decidedly not Wiccan. Our views on magic and life in general don't align with other pagans in the community, but we have a live and let live outlook on life. So if you want to learn something new while laughing a whole lot, you can find links to our podcast, Facebook page, products, and purchase tarot readings at featherandbone.net.
As a busy modern woman, I'm constantly on the go. Having to make multiple stops while I'm out shopping or getting things done just doesn't work for me. That's why I love going to the Crystal Lotus shop for every one of my metaphysical needs. They have all the basics like stones, candles, sage, plus they carry jewelry, herbs, cards, a variety of unique gifts, and several other items you're probably looking for. Uh-oh, sounds like my husband's old college injury flared up again. That's okay. I can count on the team of healers at the Crystal Lotus to fix him right up. They offer massage, Reiki, Kalamni, as well as other energy modalities, all performed by licensed, highly trained, and gifted practitioners. And while he's being taken care of, I'll sit down and get some guidance by one of their accomplished psychic readers. Oh, and did I mention they do custom orders and have gift certificates as well? They even offer yoga several days a week for all levels of experience. Plus, the last Saturday of every month, they have Psychic Saturday, where they offer discounts on readings as well as mini healing sessions. Stop in to meet Shauna and the rest of the family there. They're located at 89 Old Main Plaza in St. Albans, where the Loop Pharmacy used to be, or give them a call at 304-729-8055. Crystal Lotus, taking the spirit where the body cannot go.
You're listening to the Psychic Coffee Shop Podcast Network. Choosing a psychic is hard, and you don't want to waste time finding one that's right for you. You've thought about calling into the show, but you want more privacy than that? With services from phone, email, chat, text, and his network availability, you need to check out Aeson's website at aesonknight.com. Just a few clicks and you can have your own personal, private psychic reading. On aesonknight.com, you can also find out about VIP packages, scheduling parties and events, and signing up for his classes. What are you waiting for? Talk to Aeson today.
All right, so we're back. Let's go to 415. 415, you're on the air.
Hello, this is Annetta.
Hi, Annetta. How are you, hon?
I am hot. It is so hot out here.
Where you at?
I'm in the San Francisco Bay. I'm in a boat in the bay. And
wow.
we don't have air.
You guys haven't eaten for a while.
Yeah, we don't have air conditioning, so it's really hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you're going to figure out an air conditioning situation because it's going to get even hotter.
Well, yeah, the buildings out here, none of them really have air conditioning because we don't usually have too much heat. So I don't know. Maybe I need to move.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say move. I'd say look at a swamp cooler. Something people have been using for centuries.
Right. Well, I kind of made up my own version of that, but yeah, but I don't have it. I have it in storage. I got to dig it back out. That's an idea. Kind of a modified swamp cooler is what I made. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Cool.
So how can I help you tonight?
Well, I would love to know. So I talked to you very briefly on Amanda's show, and I just really relate to how you get things like right away. So I have a thing that I'm considering doing. It's called the Catalyst Trust, and then I'm going to go on and do what's called a living estate trust. So the living estate trust would happen no matter what. The question is whether I should do the Catalyst Trust.
Yes, I think you should do the Catalyst Trust.
Okay. And it's to kind of shortcut a timetable so I can have some money to live on. So do you have any timetable idea?
I think it takes a little bit of legal work, so it takes about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
But you're able to quickly move into the living trust, which will kind of stabilize everything and put everything into behavioral correction.
Yes, that exactly it would. Yes. Yeah. So if I did that and got that cash flow, then would I'm having a lot of problems energy-wise, health. I don't know how much of it's. I guess the question is, I don't know how much it's physical, how much is stress. Yeah, I was going to ask, is it stress or is it okay?
It's all stress.
So if I got that,
literally, honey, because you look like you got a battery on dead.
I do. Yeah, and I feel that way. I mean, I'm like just feel awful, and it's been going on a long time. Yeah. So is there anything besides doing the trust that you would recommend then?
Start eliminating. If it stresses you out, question, do I have to do this, or is it a believed want?
Okay.
Meaning the world will not end, nobody dies. It's just something everybody, I've been doing for 20 years. If it is something you've been doing for 20 years and the world will not end, nobody will die, no insurance companies will be filed if it's not done, get rid of it. Fix the clutter in your life.
The big stressor I do have is this individual who has been supporting me financially, which is why I'm so motivated to not have that. I mean, because first of all, I'm barely scraping through. I mean, I'm literally like really in abject poverty. That's one thing. And the other thing is that it's somebody who really stresses me out, and I don't want anything to do with them.
Right.
So is that,
what's your plan of action there?
Well, I was thinking if I could get the Catalyst Trust in place and have the money that would come from that to support myself while I do the bigger stuff. That was my plan.
So put some times on it. In 6 weeks, I'm going to have the Catalyst Trust. In 3 months, I plan on having you've got to treat this as if it's a leak in your boat.
Okay, well, I have the Catalyst Trust on my computer. I could print it out tonight and mail it out tomorrow to the attorneys. It's like, it's there. Yeah.
Right.
So
do it.
The question is how long it would take for everything to go into place and
about
for it
6
to
weeks.
do what it needs to do. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
About 6 weeks.
Okay. Great. And then sometime when I'll get around to the good questions like romance later.
Honey, you ain't got time.
I know.
Not
that's what I'm
least
saying.
for the
Later.
Next 4 months.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'll call back later with that.
Okay.
You feel what?
I feel like, you got at least 6 months there before you're looking at it, before you get it together.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm okay with that. Yeah. That makes sense. That's actually pretty fast. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad to hear that the thing is stress and nothing else, because I'm just really dragging my poor little body behind me. It's not happy.
Yeah,
so.
and it's going to react. So you got to get a handle on it. Sit down with a notepad also and journal out some of the stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Welcome. You have a lovely day, honey.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. That's the end of the show. I will be back on Friday with Techie Joe, and we'll get things underway there. Next week, my voice will be stronger. I'll be on time. The computer will not fight me to get me logged in, and things will be going a little bit different. Until then, you guys have a great week. I'll see you on Friday.
You're listening to the Psychic Coffee Shop Podcast Network.